The missing piece for Mac Pros, iVANKY FusionDock Max 2 Native 666K Thunderbolt 5. You close the lid on your MacBook Pro, walk away from the desk, and something small but constant drains out of you. Not the battery, the possibility. You know the feeling. 2 screens at home, 1 on the road, never the full setup you actually need. Every adapter, every workaround, every DisplayLink driver quietly steals minutes, sharpness, color accuracy, and peace. Most never notice how much this limitation has been costing them in flow, in finished work, in the simple dignity of a proper workstation. You've felt it for years, that low-level resignation that this is just how Macs are now. Doesn't it hit harder once you finally see it clearly? Over months, it compounds. You lose hours every week replugging cables, restarting drivers, waiting for compressed displays to catch up. You spend real money on half solutions that still flicker or drop frames when you push them. Your neck tightens from leaning into a single small screen on the road. Your best ideas arrive when you're away from the full setup, then evaporate by the time you're back. Energy you used to pour into the work itself now leaks into managing the limitations. Relationships feel the ripple. You're shorter with people because part of your mind is always calculating how many displays you can actually use today. And the worst part, your future self keeps paying for a compromise you made peace with long ago. It's not dramatic. It's just the last drop that finally makes something inside you refuse one more day of it.
This is where iVANKY FusionDock Max 2 enters, and everything changes. It simply hands your Mac the full 120 gigabits per second Thunderbolt 5 pipeline Apple built, but never quite let you use. No DisplayLink, no compression, no software crutches. Just native 666K at 60 Hz the way it was always supposed to be. Quiet superpowers you feel immediately. True color that doesn't shift between monitors. Zero lag on 8K timelines. 140-watt charging that keeps a 16-inch M4 Max at 100% even while exporting ProRes. A cooling system so silent you forget it's there. And every port you actually reach for in one aluminum block that matches your Mac like it came from Cupertino. One editor I know plugged it in, looked up at 3 perfect 6K displays running natively, and quietly said out loud, "Wait, that's allowed?" Yes, finally it is.
You feel the difference the first minute everything just works. By the end of the first week, you stop thinking about the dock at all. It has simply disappeared into the background like electricity. By week 3, you realize you're finishing projects faster, not because you're rushing, but because nothing is fighting you anymore. Real users report the same arc. One colorist cut 45 minutes off every grading session. One developer stopped carrying a second laptop entirely. One architect finally runs the full Revit model on 666K without ever touching Activity Monitor. Independent reviews confirm triple native 6K with 0 CPU overhead, sustained 10 gigabits per second transfers while driving 3 displays, and thermal stability no other dock matches. Unlike every universal solution that compromises to chase Windows compatibility, this one shows Mac-only perfection, and the performance gap is no longer debatable. I noticed after 3 weeks that my shoulders weren't tense at the end of the day anymore. That's when you know it's real.
The deepest benefit you'll feel is simple. You stop negotiating with your tools and start doing the work you actually respect yourself for. Today is the day that ends the compromise. Stock is limited, early units are already gone, and tomorrow will cost you another day of the old friction. Link in the description, first one pinned to the top. Click it now, set it up tonight, and tomorrow morning you'll open your Mac to a workstation that finally treats you like the professional you already are. I'm glad someone told me before I wasted another year. Glad I can tell you now.